Welcome to Confident Chaos. My name is Melinda, and we're going to do a reading for Gemini. So come on in, Gemini. Get comfortable. You know the rule. Be kind. Ooh, okay. Be kind. I want to thank all my subscribers. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. I set an intention to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not? I'm pulling 6 cards for Gemini, okay? It's going to represent a wound, guidance, grounding, inspiration, blessing, and a wish, okay? Oh. Let me make sure, okay? So, let's keep going. And I'm turning them over on purpose. I want to pull the 6 first. Oh. Okay. Make sure that's one, yeah. And now the last one, your wish. Lord, that was way too many. Wait, let me make sure it didn't go under the couch. No, this is not my usual setup for anyone new here. But sometimes I use the couch when everyone is sleeping, because I usually do it in my bedroom, in my little area. But I don't want to wake that man up. So we're on the couch. Okay. We got our 6 cards, Gemini. Let's pull up the wound. 9 of Cups. Some type of wish that you really wanted didn't come true. It could have affected your stability, your emotional side. Your emotional side. Yeah, your emotional side. It could have affected your emotions. It could have affected your stability. It could have affected something in your career, but it's something that you thought you had true contentment in and didn't come through. It's 9 of Cups. Sorry. Okay. Now the guidance for that. Oh, 5 of Swords in reverse. You have to get through this past resentment. You have to change your perspective. You have to have a desire to reconcile this in order to get through it. So your guidance is to kind of like see things differently, cut your losses, right? And change your focus, okay? Because we don't necessarily know what wish you wanted that didn't come true. We just knew that you thought it would bring you contentment or satisfaction, right? Some type of stability, luxury even, right? But it didn't come through. So maybe it was a deal you were making. Maybe it was a business opportunity. It doesn't have to be, because cups do represent your emotions too. So whatever fell through, Gemini, don't dwell on it too long, okay? What's gonna ground you? 5 of Wands, wow. What's going to ground you is to don't compare yourself or your progress or your achievements. Don't compare anything about you to someone else. We all have our own paths. We all have our own superpowers, DK, right? DK superpowers. We all have our own little magic. Don't compare yourself to someone else. To be all straight and honest with you, we all have our own set of lessons that we came here to learn. So if you're not moving as fast as you want to move, pay attention to the cycles that's going on in your life, Gemini, okay? Maybe you subconsciously just naturally compete, right? Maybe when you have conversations, you tend to take on the side. And I just saw the term on TikTok. Don't ask me what it is, but It's like a person that has a conversation with you that always takes the devil's advocate side, right? No matter what it is, they're going to take the opposing side. I feel like maybe you went through a little bit of that, where you approach situations, but it wasn't necessarily just to take the opposing side. You approach situations where you wanted to look at it from every angle, right? Like, this could happen, that could happen, could be anything. It's a general reading for Gemini. So yeah, in order to ground yourself, you have to change your perspective. Maybe you're territorial too. You need to put that energy down, okay? The only thing you own is you. All right? Or Gemini, you could be approaching things a little too petty. Raise the vibration, okay? You don't have to sink to no one's level. What's going to inspire you? 9 of Pentacles. Yes. That work that you're going to put in, you're going to get the reward. And that's what's going to inspire you, is when you start to increase your productivity and you start to see the rewards coming in. That's going to like fuel you up more, Gemini. So all that energy that's coming towards you, that's putting in the battery in your back to make you work, right? Because you want to see the fruits of your labor. Welcome that energy, because that's exactly what you're going to use to provide this financial stability you're after. Okay? And it's going to inspire you to get it, to go and get it. What's your blessing? 6 of Cups. So I love the 6 of Cups. It's all about like your childhood memories, right? Joy, nostalgia. I feel like your blessing is that you have a foundation that's going to be able to push you towards your goals, because you could fall back and pull back memories where you know you were lucky, right? You know you came out blessed. Like, you didn't have a childhood filled with much trauma. And I feel like that's your blessing. Because when we have a strong foundation, a healthy childhood, that's when you're comfortable as an adult in different areas, socially, right? In relationships, as a parent, right? Because you had the great foundation. So I think that's your blessing. Okay? And number 6, your wish. And back to the blessing. If not, I mentioned parent. I feel like you're creating great memories for your kid or grandkid, okay? That they're going to be able to look back on. That's your blessing. And for your wish, you wish to be the Queen of Swords. You want to be able to tell it like it is with no judgments or emotions, right? You want to be able to have clear boundaries, and people take you seriously when you communicate. I feel like you think being cold is going to get this for you. No, you just have to, your word is your bond. Once you start living up to your word, or once your actions, let me put it to you that way, your actions will gain the respect that you're looking for. You don't have to be all, I like the Queen of Swords. She's very direct. But if that's not you, Gemini, you don't have to change. You know what I mean? Like, and don't get me wrong, yes, Gemini, Queen of Swords is you, right? But what I mean is, if this card is coming up in your wish, are you wishing to live more authentically? For some of you, is that what it is? Or are you trying to gain more compassion in your communication? It's going to be different for everyone. Maybe you are too direct, right? And you're trying to communicate with your loved ones with a little more understanding and compassion. But you feel like right now you have to use more of your head than your heart. I guess because you're chasing this financial security too. But I feel like your wish is attainable. Of course you can have this. You just have to put it into practice, right, Gemini? When you're starting to communicate with people, just listen a lot more than you speak. And when you do speak, choose your words wisely. Don't, be so cold. Okay. So, that's decent. I like that. There's nothing wrong with improvement or wanting to improve, right? Let's clarify. So this wound, why do we have the 9 of Cups? Let's pull the wound down here because sister girl got too much to reach for, okay? Why do we have the 9 of Cups for Gemini? I assume you had a wish that didn't come true. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Something that you thought was going to be clear and direct wasn't, right? It could have been about a new start with the Fool. So your wish could have been to have a new start with someone in your life, Gemini. And this person pulled back, right? With the Hangman. Okay. It's not the end of the world, Gemini. Maybe the person just needs time. Let me see something. Why did this person pull back, Holy Spirit? Okay. Justice. Okay. Were you married to this person, Gemini? What's the Justice? Why did this person pull back from Gemini? Reminisce and try to fall out. Okay, so this is someone definitely you have a history with, so it could be a marriage. Why is Justice here? Why is just okay? Yeah, because they were being sneaky, Gemini. Okay, so I see why this was so hard to get over. I see your wish fulfillment was to be with this person. Could have been married to them. Doesn't have to be. Could be in a long-term relationship. Just considered marriage, spiritual marriage. This person was just plotting and being sneaky and hiding things from you. So, kind of ruined that, right? Right. So, what is Gemini gonna do? Well, we'll see. The guidance. Your guidance is 5 of Swords, past resentment. You have to get through that. You have regret. Regret for what? Regret dealing with this person? Regret giving them a chance? Regret staying with them? What did you regret? Could also mean making amends. Spirit, are you guiding them to make amends with this person or cut losses? What's the 5 of Swords, Holy Spirit? We have the 10 of Wands. Wait, and it was, the whole deck is, so it's upright. Spirit is telling you that 10 of Wands, this is a burden. Yeah. It's almost over. What's the 10 of Wands, Holy Spirit? What's the 10 of Wands? So this was resentment. Okay. So Holy Spirit, what's the 10 of Wands, 5 of Swords? Yeah, move on from it. The Chariot. Yeah. Your guidance is to cut your losses from this situation. Put the burdens down and move away from it. That's why I was going to clarify here, but it doesn't make sense. It'll just be redundant. It's already telling me here. They're trying to guide you away from this person. They're guiding you to put the 10 of Wands down. That's it, you know? Put your burdens down, get in your car, and drive the fuck away. Okay? That's what it's telling you. I like when it come out blunt like that. Thank you, Spirit. Now, here we have the grounding. So this is 5 of Wands. This person has you in competition. Your nerves all bad. With all types of conflict, disagreement, strife. What's the 5 of Wands, Holy Spirit? The Devil. Yeah. Could be a codependent relationship, you know, because it's always, both people have to take responsibility for a relationship. You can't just blame one person, even if only one person was doing sneaky shit, right? Probably making fake profiles and talking to different people, who knows? But regardless, it was some type of competition, some type of rivalry that was going on. And I feel like in order to ground yourself, you had to remove this from your life. What's the 5 of Wands and the Devil? Or in order to ground yourself, if you haven't already done it, what's the 5 of Wands and the Devil, Holy Spirit? Holy Spirit, what's the 5 of Wands and the Devil? Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So it took you a while, but you moved away from this. Okay, so you're already gone. You already grounded yourself. You were kind of in a cycle with this, kind of hooked on this, because the Devil indicates some type of unhealthy cycle that was happening with competition in this relationship. 9 of Pentacles show that you slowly, it took you time, but you got away from it. And it doesn't matter how long it took. Making yourself happy, as long as you did it, that's what's important. So number 4 is the inspiration. Your inspiro is 9 of Pentacles. Your inspiration is to live in the lap of luxury. You want financial independence. So, what can Gemini expect with this 9 of Pentacles? Ooh. What can Gemini, okay. Wheel of Fortune, but it's in reverse. I want to pull another card, but I am going to say, if you want this 9 of Pentacles, you really have to look at certain aspects of your life, because I feel like you have a certain thought pattern that things are not going to happen for you, and that's not necessarily the case. I feel like if you think you're always running into bad luck, it's time to examine certain areas in your life, because you have a choice. You can either be the cause or at effect, right? Meaning you can either sit back and just be in a victim place and woe is me and nothing good ever happens for me and I really wish I can live in this lap of luxury or have financial stability, right, at the least. If you keep this negative thought pattern, you're not going to get it. But let's see. What else coming out with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Let me make sure, yeah, the cards are right. What can Gemini expect with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Will they change their thinking? What's going to happen with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? No. I want it to come out clean. I want to know. What's going to happen? The Wheel of Fortune. Gemini's going to change their thinking, right? Okay. Wait. Ace of Wands. Yes. So, once you change the way you think, that Ace of Wands is a new passionate opportunity. Okay? So, yes. We're good. Okay. Now I'm happy. So you're inspired by this financial security and you're going to push away anything that's limiting you from approaching this new Ace of Wands. Perfect. New passionate beginning. Good. So the blessing. 6 of Cups. That's that foundation of good upbringing or someone special in your life that guided you when you were young. You just have something with your childhood Six of Wands. Wow. It could mean that once you get through this and you get this new financial opportunity, this news, whatever is happening to you, Gemini, it's going to be people from your past that's going to want to congratulate you, reach out to you with the Six of Wands. Maybe come back into your life. Yeah, Page of Cups. There's going to be a lot of little offers coming in. Yeah. Okay. So once you get through all of this, right, you're going to have a blessing of people from your past seeing how far you came. They're going to be congratulating you, sending you good energy with this Six of Wands. So that's good. What are you doing, Gemini? I know it's different for everyone, but I'm so nosy. Like, what are you doing? I'll support you. Like, the Wish. Ooh, Queen of Swords. Okay. You know what? If you have any products or services, drop it in the comments. I'm not one of those readers, okay? You could drop it in the comments for this reading. Queen of Swords, the Wish, okay? What do you wish for? You wish to be in your own energy? What is this? Remember, we spoke about it. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air energy. Are you wishing to not rely so much on your logic and communication and put a little heart in it? Be a little sweet? Or do you want to stand 10 toes down in the Queen of Swords energy, your original energy of just blunt, okay? Blunt communication. And you're not going to believe this. Queen of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Swords. So, baby, yes, you're doubling down. I'm back. That's what you're saying. Your wish is to come back stronger than ever, and you will. With the Six of Wands here, exactly what you want is coming. The recognition, the way you approach things, everything, it's coming. Ooh. Yes. We have Temperance. These cards are new, so sorry. We have Temperance. So, Gemini, in order to get this wish, all you got to do is balance it out a little bit. You are doing a little too much. And with the Queen of Swords here clarifying, the Queen of Swords coming out both times here, I'm going to go with my first approach and say that you need to add a little bit of sweetness in your communication, baby. You're coming across a little cold, a little bitchy, okay? Even if you're a male, okay? Soften it up a little bit, baby. You're scaring people. You're too direct. They're not going to get the message if you're delivering it in a way that intimidates them, okay? Gemini, and maybe it's something to do with a relationship with the Lovers on the bottom. Doesn't have to be, but for some of you, it is. Okay. Let's see what comes out here. So what does Gemini need to pay attention to? Just some cards. We know Gemini needs to pay attention to their tone. We know Gemini is going to be successful at what they attempt once they get out of a certain space or energy with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You're going to be able to put their burdens down. Ooh. So remember I said people from your past are going to be cheering for you, congratulating you. Yeah, you might bump into some jealousy, which is expected. Yeah, air signs, you're coming out. It could be another air sign you're dealing with. Libra, Aquarius, another Gemini. But they could possibly be talking behind your back about your new boo. Do you have a new boo? Why are they talking behind Gemini's back? What's going on? Gemini, did you Stop giving this person attention. What's going on? Or somebody, they're jealous of your new boo. Ooh, what else we got? Deadline. Can't wait no longer. Gemini, is this someone from your past that thought you would wait on them forever? And now that you have a new boo, they jealous? Is that what's going on here? Why do people think that someone is going to stop their life and hold their breath waiting for you to come back? Anybody? Who's gonna do that? Child, please. Yeah. I feel like this person is very emotional right now. Do you know who this is? We're gonna see. We're gonna describe them so Gemini can have an idea of who this is. I think you already know, but I want to know. Okay. Can you please describe the person that is jealous of Gemini's new boo? Oh, maybe this person is tired of waiting for you, Gemini. Oh. Gemini, did you take a break from someone and told them you would come back and now you have a new boo? That's for some of you. But let's describe this person. Who is this person jealous of Gemini? Who is this person jealous? Okay, could be a Virgo. Oh. Could be a Virgo with blonde hair that's acting like they're unbothered. So if you have an ex that has blonde hair now, or when you were with them and they're Virgo, I have Virgo heavy in their chart. And they're acting unbothered, baby. This is the person that's jealous of your new boo. They frontin'. What else we got? This person could come off very political or came to this country from another country. Could be foreign, right? And I'm in the U.S. just in case. Let's see what else. What else can you tell me about this person? Can I get one more for this person? Oh, they could have some type of political asylum. What else? What else? That's it. Nothing else for this person. I'm going to shuffle one more time. If nothing else comes out, I'll pull another deck. Anything else? So either you thought they were gullible or they think you're gullible. Okay. So possible Virgo that's acting like they're unbothered. Some type of political connection. It could be foreign coming here to the U.S. or be one of the protesters right now, right? Either way, Gemini, this person is tired of waiting for you to return to them. They're very jealous of whatever new path you took. In their opinion, you have a new boo. I'm just saying, maybe you don't, but they think you do. Sometimes people think that that's the only reason you won't deal with them is because you have someone new. What would this jealous person say to Gemini if they could speak to Gemini? Let's see. What would this jealous person say to Gemini if they could speak to Gemini? Oh, I'm dehydrated. I need some water. Hold on. So good. What would this person say to Gemini if they could? This jealous person, possible Virgo or Virgo in their chart. Gemini, do you think this person is gullible? Yeah. Okay. They said we need to let each other go. I know I was a distraction to your pain. Distraction from your pain. So yeah, maybe you didn't take this person seriously, Gemini. They were just a situationship to you or a friendship to you. I guess that's why deadline is here, because that person feels like they can't wait for you to take them seriously any longer. And that's why they're saying we need to let each other go. So I don't know if you're still sleeping with this person and you got a new boo, Gemini, but you better stop if you're doing that. But if not, that's just for a few of you. But if not, I feel like this person has been waiting in vain for so long and you're not giving them any attention. And at this point, they just feel like it's someone else and the time has ran out for them to, you know, get to you. Okay, last card. You speak to me through music. So maybe you guys had a special connection with music. Maybe you like the same kind of music. Maybe you shared music with each other. But that's what they're holding on to now. Like, that's what reminds them of you. They know you're not going to take them seriously like they want you to. So I feel like they're trying to energetically let you go. Okay. What's your affirmation? Can I get an affirmation for Gemini to help my babies? Okay. Your first one is, I am willing to receive with ease. Okay. Next one is, I am prioritizing my happiness. Very important. Last one is, everything will truly be okay. So if you needed any reassurance in any area of your life, understand that your spirit team is telling you right now, this is confirmation. As long as you prioritize yourself, Gemini, you can't put anyone else above your happiness if you truly want to be happy. You know what I mean? Like, of course, your children are a little different, especially if they're young. But even then, you have to prioritize your happiness above everyone else, because if you're not happy, no one else around you is going to be happy, right? So I feel like you learned that too. I think you also learned with this ex that even if you told them that you didn't want anything serious with them, you see what your energy can do to people. And I'm sure you felt this person's energy still lingering. Either way, they feel like they ran out of time. They're just going to forever sneak on your social media to see what you're doing. This is what I got for you, Gemini. I hope it resonated. I hope it helped you and gave you clarity. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye.